Sacramento looks to remain perfect at home, but it won't come easy as the Republic welcome in the Phoenix Rising, just coming off a dominant 4-goal victory last weekend in Arizona. I'm Rob McAllister, he's Kevin Goldthwait, and UC Davis Health brings you tonight's contest. Sacramento with a series advantage 6-2-4 overall, but these 12 matches have typically been decided by just 1 goal. Meanwhile, Kevin, Phoenix, one of the highest scoring clubs in all of USL last couple of seasons. They're on quite a streak already to start this year with 14 goals.
Quite a streak, right? Phoenix is a very potent offense. If they get comfortable here tonight, Sacramento's back four is going to be in for a very, very long night. Very just strong, fast attack that Phoenix has. And also, something that I want to keep an eye on, it's going to be interesting, a good storyline, is that Sacramento's been off for the past 2 weeks. How are they going to come out here in the first 10 to 20 minutes? And how Simon Elliott, his staff, how are they going to get the guys ready to come out with some good attitude and energy tonight?
He said it was a good training session last couple of weeks. He's been pushing the guys hard. Will it translate to a victory here tonight? Should be a good one. Phoenix, Sacramento, and it's coming up next.
person up on their feet. Come on, Sacramento. Up on your feet as we approach kickoff here in just a few short moments.
Welcome back to Papa Murphy's Park. 66 degrees here before kickoff, just moments away. Let's get to our Consolidated Communications player matchup of the evening. And we begin with Sacramento out on the right back position tonight. Jordan McCrary, who came onto the club after being released by the Seattle Sounders, playing that right back position here this evening. A very talented MLS pedigree. What do you expect from him tonight?
I mean, he's got a tough match going against Solomon Asante on the other side, but I think there's one guy on this field today that should be up for that battle. It's Jordan McCurry. Should be a good one on that right side tonight.
And you mentioned him for Phoenix Rising. Solomon Asante, another stellar start to his year. 3 goals, 4 assists on the season. He has been spectacular. 2018 USL first team all-league mention. He has just been the spark for this offense the last 2 seasons.
Absolutely. Last year had a great year, finishing or following that year up with a great start to this season so far. But it's one of those guys that you got to find and know where he is at all times, because he can sneak away and you give him space and you get punished.
Let's take a look now at our Jiffy Lube Multi-Care starting 11. We begin with the Republic, and no Cameron Awasa in the 11 after a minor injury, so he is being replaced up top by Stefano Bonomo, who started the year, and he is going to look to get on the board for the first time this year. Meanwhile, for Phoenix, we talked about Asante, but how about Jason Johnson? Just his 4th start on the year, does have 3 goals, another dangerous player for this Phoenix side that Sacramento will likely have a busy evening. We are just moments away here from kickoff at Papa Murphy's Park. Both teams with 10 points on the year. Phoenix got there 2-1-4 on the season. Meanwhile, Sacramento 3-2-1 as we are about to get things going. Their official tonight referee is Elton Garcia. And the crowd is ready to go, and we are about ready to go as well here from Papa Murphy's Park. Alongside Kevin Goldthwait, I'm Rob McAllister. We appreciate you joining us for this one. Two teams that have had quite a battle over the last couple of seasons. Once Arizona United, now became the Phoenix Rising. While Sacramento has the advantage, Kevin, it has been a fun one between these two sides as the whistle blows, and here we go. Into the midfield, back again, Jordan McCrary along that right side, Shannon Gomez along that left. They made the switch to try to slow down number 20, Solomon Asante. What do you think about that change here in the 11?
I think it's an interesting decision because, you know, at the end of the day, it's probably a lot easier for Solomon Asante to drift over to the other side. So you're making this, you know, a pretty big tactical decision with your back four by flopping your two outside backs. But if there's a guy to do it for, Solomon Asante is that sort of player that you're going to have to figure out and put some extra thought into that discussion on how to stop a guy like that.
Well, the left back issues a season ago, Shannon Gomez was called to this left side, and here he is showing Simon Elliott that he can play any position. Quick start here as Jason Johnson gets it to the middle. Now is a chance, a big swing by Aguinaga, not able to get it. And here's a cleanup, Colin Fernandez. And it's a foul before just outside the 18, but Aguinaga and company pressing forward, trying to shoot those gaps, Kevin. Looking good so far, the Rising at 1 minute in.
Yeah, that's what you were talking about earlier, Rob, is you have this 2-week break that Sacramento's been on with no official game. They got a couple friendlies in that during the break, but still, it's not the same thing as a competitive match. And a great ball leading Blackwood out in that right flank. Tyler
Blackwood has the wheels just outside the 18, loads in. Here's a chance for Sacramento. Warner to clean it up. And it's partially deflected. No play for Zach Lubin.
But almost too big of a swing, in my opinion, again. And maybe even a wrong decision. Maybe you try to take that with your left foot, as that angle was just a little bit too sharp. But a great job by Sacramento, springing out, getting going, opening your legs. Got Tyler Blackwood on his bike on that right side. And take a look. I like this idea. Gets his head up, tries to sneak it in to Bonomo. Bonomo just too big of a swing. Maybe the better decision, Rob, is left foot there.
Ray Sari will send one back post, punched away by Zach Lubin. Down to the heels, Tanner with the left foot. Good piece of volley as Declan Keenan goes up and the foul comes in. Well, Zach Lubin getting his 5th start of the season now, and he replaced Carl Wazinski, the team's appearance and games leader all time. 28-year-old keeper starting again here tonight. He's allowed just 1 goal since coming on as a starter for Phoenix. Kevin, let's get your keys to the match as we get things going here.
Keys to the match today, we just mentioned it. First 10 minutes with this break that Sacramento's been on, they need to come out with some attitude and some energy. Next is going to be got to defend first. This is a team that you need to think defensively first and then think how you're going to go forward. So we got to be strong and steady in the back. And then finally, I think there's been a little bit over the last couple of weeks, or at least some discussions with Todd Donovan and Simon Elliott, where they're wanting to see their players finish their chances more. Opportunities are being created, but when they are created, you've got to finish it and you got to take your chances. They got to do that here tonight to get some points.
Aguinaga. Keys to the match brought to you by Greater Sacramento Area Chevy Dealers. A foul whistled against number 19, Jose Aguinaga, the 24-year-old from Madrid, Spain, getting the start here. He has come on as of late for head coach Rick Shantz. Let's get our look at our injury report here tonight, brought to you by UC Davis Health. UC Davis Health, follow them on Instagram and Twitter at UC Davis Health. William Bajev, but a big loss. Ellison Urigi still dealing with an injury from last year, and Joey Farrell out as he had stitches after last game. A battle here between Drew Skundridge and Colin Fernandez. Fernandez and Phoenix able to win the ball moving forward as Amadou Dia. You talked a little bit about that offense and being more creative. It's guys just like that, Jaime Villarreal, trying to get creative. It's been a bit anemic there. Blackwood, maybe one too many touches, but we can see the type of space that a guy like Jaime Villarreal and even Ray Sari can't create. And we've probably no secret about it. You've got to see a better creativity connection between that midfield and the top part of your offense, especially in that final third. You haven't really seen it here for the Republic.
Yeah, I think right now, too, you got these Ray Sari coming here. Jaime as well last year, new to the team, was out injured for the last couple of weeks, or a couple of months for that matter. So I think it's just a matter of getting used to each other, playing with each other, and figuring out what seems to work. And I think right now, I tell you what, the first 5 minutes, they've done a good job of exposing that left side, Sacramento's right side, with some good balls played into Tyler Blackwood. And I think that's where there's going to be some success here tonight. It's going to come from, you know, Ray Sari and Jaime Villarreal with some diagonal balls. It's a high kick there. Diagonal balls and opening things up for a guy like Bonomo or Blackwood. And Bonomo's just a guy, that engine that never stops. And Blackwood as well. Just Blackwood when he gets on the end of things, whether it's a service, he's trying to cross the ball, or he's trying to finish something. He's got to do better, that final touch, that final decision.
Well, they brought Blackwood in because they loved his pace, and he really is better out on those wings. And on that right side, he seems to do well. Here's Sam Warner, has played on that right side as well. Now you have Stefano Bonomo, Blackwood, and Warner, three who have not been in the lineup together in this formation. How do they get on the same page? We know there's training, but it's much different, especially when you're going against a high-octane offense like this one.
Yeah, I mean, how do you get on the same page? $1,000,000 question. I don't know. I mean, I think it's they got to go out here and they got to do it. Simple as that. They played enough games with enough new people and new teammates to know exactly what needs to be done. And at this point in these guys' career, it's just a little late. At this point in these guys' career, it shouldn't matter who's drastically changed the way you're going to play with, depending on who's next to you and who's with you.
Bruce Gundrich whistled for the foul. And this back line has been much improved for Phoenix as well. Ball kept low, little back heel. Aginaga was there, and a whistle comes in as down goes Jason Johnson. And the whistle blowing quite a bit here early in the first 7 minutes of action at Papa Murphy's Park. And still on the ground is Jason Johnson after that. And they're going to bring the training staff out. A little poke coming from Deco Kanan on the backside, but AJ Cochran said earlier during the week that they've played better defensively, mostly because they've been communicating a lot more in that back line. But he said a lot of credit goes to our midfield. They're doing a better job of winning those second balls, and it's kept the offense, the opponent anyway, from getting better looks at goal, which is obviously reduced to just allowing 1 goal in the last 4 games. I mean, here's a team who allowed 8 in their first 3. It looks like the switch has finally been flicked here for Phoenix.
Yeah, I think it's, you brought up a good point on that, the second ball side of things. It's one of these, I think, overlooked technical or tactical things or stat to look at, but second balls, in my opinion, are one of the most important things. If you're winning that battle, get another look at this tackle. It doesn't look like much, to be honest, Rob. And maybe rolled ankle, maybe a knee, I don't know. But that second ball side of things, I think that's one stat. If you look at game in and game out, I would venture to say that if you're winning that second ball challenge, that battle, there's a good chance that you're going to get a result or have some majority of the play. Especially the big things, you're getting second balls, and balls are getting cleared out from your attacking third if you got your back four, or you're holding midfielder being able to keep the ball and then go again. The amount of chances that prevents the opposition from getting on and getting the counterattack going, or moving forward or possessing the ball. It looks like Jason Johnson's definitely going to be coming out here. Might be Adam John sighting here pretty soon, by the way.
You're right. So Jason Johnson may have taken one to the ankle there, and he is being helped off the field now. And Junior Fleming's his partner there, who have combined for 7 goals together. And it looks a substitution already coming. Bad sign for Rick Shantz, who already has to go to his bench. And we're not even 10 minutes into this game. And a familiar face will be coming in for Phoenix Rising, a former Sacramento Republic player, a Sacramento native himself, Adam John, will come into this match, but before we'll have a free kick coming up for Phoenix Rising, who's already had to use 1 substitution after Jason Johnson, with 3 goals, 1 assist on the year, has to come out of this match. And Johnson had a good season last year with 9 goals and 2 assists. But just like that, A little bit of change here in how does Phoenix adapt to this change after the early injury to Jason Johnson. Going straight into the wall, Asante, and now a chance to break for Sacramento. Bonomo gets caught up in the spokes, and Colin Fernandez is going to receive a yellow card after tripping up Bonomo. What looked to be a clear break, and a bad couple of minutes for Phoenix. Not able to get a good look at it, turn around, commit the foul, and earn a yellow card.
Yeah, there's a lot of things I think Phoenix did wrong right there. Not a very good set piece at all. Into the wall, and then a chance to win the ball back. They don't. Not the worst foul in the world. Colin Fernandez right there as he stops the counterattack, and Sacramento's really getting ready to go here, but definitely a professional foul right there. And a well-earned yellow card. And another thing, I mean, we're 10 minutes into this game, and you got your holding midfielder already sitting on a yellow card.
Rough couple of minutes for Phoenix as they look to rebound. A diagonal ball coming in from Declan Kane on the backside. Poke up over the top. Looking for Gomez was Ray Sari, and the connection not made. So Rick Chance became the 4th head coach after signing a deal in the offseason. Took over halfway through last year as Patrice Calderon departed for Egypt, and really turned around the season, went 12-7-1 for the rest of the way. And Phoenix ended up just behind Sacramento in the standings, 3rd in the Western Conference, and then it made a nice run to the Western Conference Championship in Didier Drogba's last year in the desert. Started off slow this year, but they feel like they've maybe figured it out after a 4-0 win just last week, their first home victory, and that was over Tacoma Defiance. Flemings and Johnson combining for 3 goals and 2 assists. But just a minute and a half ago, Johnson exits the game with an apparent ankle injury. Declan Kane active already, good step. Plays it forward, Asante with the cross, dangerous ball, headed in, a beautiful save coming from Josh Cohen as Aguinaga got a good look at goal, and it was once again Josh Cohen showing why he is the starting keeper for this Republic side.
Yeah, the concern there for me is how is Aguinaga that wide open in the box right there, completely unaccounted for. Good ball in the box, and there's nobody within 5 yards, and a good save from Josh Cohen. Does exactly what he needs to do, finds himself in a good spot, but more importantly, why is he that wide open? There needs to be some better communication for Sacramento's back four, otherwise it's going to be in trouble.
Elton Garcia having quite a lengthy conversation with Jordan McCrary. But Asante showing his skill out of the open field, and just like you said, they moved Jordan McCrary to the right side to deal with Asante. Now Asante's here playing on the right. Quite a versatile player, one of the best in USL in 2018. Asante will take it again, low driven ball. This time it's left for cleanup, and Cohen has to come up again. Is a chance for Kevon Lambert to get on the end of it, not able to do so. Republic will host Reno 1868 on May 15th for the second round of the 2019 Lamar Hunt U.S. Open Cup. Tickets are on sale now for just $12. Visit sacrepublicfc.com for more information. So a home draw against Reno will be the second time in 4 days these two teams will get together. And Warner nearly taken down. There's Dumbaya, that right back for Phoenix, getting another start, his 3rd on the year. Goes back to Cochran, the 26-year-old from St. Louis. 2 assists on the year. He is a line breaker. Someone who looked to send balls up over the top. But attack that'll come from many different places. A good challenge from Shannon Gomez to clear it away in front of Aguinaga, but very few teams can have this versatility. They'll try to break lines over the top. They'll try to send balls through the middle, get out wide. How do you try to slow an attack like this down, Kevin?
You got to keep the ball. That's the best way to slow any attack down, is you possess the ball. Additionally, when you don't have the ball, you got to put pressure on the opposition, get their heads down. If you get their heads down, it's going to make it that much more difficult for them to find that right pass. So I guess twofold: put pressure on them early, don't let them pick passes out. Second, try to keep the ball as best you can, prevent them from even holding the ball.
Throw for Phoenix. So Cameron Iwasa not an 11 because of an injury, and Bonomo's given an opportunity as he is shoved out of the play by Mala. But early on in the season, we liked what we saw from Stefano Bonomo, be able to create space and put pressure on that back line. He's going to get the call here tonight as Mitchell Tainer moving back quickly to send it to Josh Cohen before Asante can make a play.
I think you're right, though. Bonomo does a really good job of creating space and finding space.
There's a chance for Blackwood into the corner. Coming from Skundrich. Has it broken up, still in play. Back to Skundrich. Skundrich, a little bit of time, allows Phoenix to get set. And now a mere turnover, a sloppy play on that right side. Republic not able to capitalize on the turnover. Still fighting. No whistle. Here's Bonomo. Back to his right going. A hard strike. Here's a follow-up by Blackwood. And the game's first goal. But the flag is up. And it'll be offside. And so it'll be taken away. The score will remain knotted at 0.
That's a bit unfortunate. You got Bonomo does a fantastic job to create a shot. Just a little dip of his shoulder onto the right foot. Tyler Blackwood, opportunistic. And we'll see if we can get a look to see how close this is to being off. But a great job by Bonomo. It definitely looks like Tyler Blackwood is about a step or two off. But good build-up nonetheless by Sac. And good work keeping that pressure on. Turnover by Phoenix. And I like that from Bonomo, Rob. That's what you need to see. And we haven't seen too much of that from him this year. And we've seen him get in good positions. We're just talking about it. Get in good positions, but not really get in positions to get a strike on goal or put the ball in the box. Does a lot of the dirty work, but he needs to find himself in those positions, having strikes, pulling the trigger, and testing goalkeepers.
A couple of chances for Sacramento. The crowd is ready to erupt after that one, and the boos came out after the flag went up, but Phoenix has had a couple of good looks as well. Cohen quickly to get it away. Ray Sari from Warner. Warner's been solid so far this season. Turnover there. Building Aguinaga. Look at Ray Sari doing the dirty work, coming to back up.
Tell you what, Ray Sari has really impressed me here in the first quarter of the season.
Here's Gondrit. Jaime Villarreal on the run. Villarreal colliding in the midfield, and he's going to be whistled for the foul as Sacramento was building on the attack, and Skundrich wants an explanation and not quite sure if he's going to get one.
Looks like it's just off the ball, right? I don't see who's initiating the contact.
It was Villarreal kind of coming across that left arm. And Colin Fernandez was able to cut the path off of Villarreal and earn the whistle.
I think it's a smart play by Colin Fernandez, actually. It's a good little run. Villarreal's just got to be a little smarter with that.
McCrary going up with John. John able to find a teammate. Junior Fleming's been a bit quiet so far tonight. Bad turnover, Mala. Turns upfield. Now he's looking to break. Tries to get into that space. Shannon Gomez is there. Becomes the mark, and help on the way is Sam Warner. The ball deflected over the VIP tents. And we'll have another Corner kick coming up. Corner kicks are brought to you by Smile Generation. Third of the night. Second for Phoenix. Asante. Ball driven well into the mix. And Bonomo able to get it out the 18. Blackwood will send it upfield near Zach Lubin.
They look pretty dangerous, Rob. Phoenix has on set pieces, specifically corners, and even earlier they had the whip ball in from Asante into Aguinaga. So, I mean, interesting coming, seeing how Phoenix is getting some success here. This could be a good battle, too. Aerially between Adam John, Deckel, and Mitchell.
Yeah.
You know, that's Adam's, I think, his bread and butter, where he probably fancies himself. That's where he's going to go out and make his money every day. Back to goal. He does a really good job at it. It's a good tackle.
Good job by McCrary. Why he's in that position. Great ball to Skundridge. Finding Warner. Bonomo, now Jaime Villarreal giving a chase. Great ball. Timing save by Lubin. Lubin, 9 appearances, 3 clean sheets last year, primarily as they swapped out between Carl Wazinski. We talked about it earlier. He has been solid. 3 shutouts so far already in this year. This is his 5th appearance on the season. A 28-year-old veteran here at USL and NASL.
I love that.
Phoenix defensively, but look at this from Skundridge.
Really like that ball from Ray Sari. It's a really difficult pass. You got to have just the right weight. Did a really good job. I don't know about that either.
Kanan with a foul as he comes in strong. But Skundridge at least the right idea.
Yeah, it's got did the right idea. Maybe could have pulled it back just a little bit more, but his angle was probably pretty tight. But even more importantly, I like the connection, the combination play between, you know, the 3 guys from Sam Warner into Ray Sari, then back through to Skundridge for some good runs, and that just shows that these guys are being active and moving.
Well, we talked a little about that chemistry earlier and how it would work, and especially the top 3, Blackwood, Bonomo, Warner. So far, when they've had the chance on the break, they've looked pretty good. Can they solidify? Asante's going to pop one high. It'll go to the top of the net. Well, Select is the official ball supplier of the USL Championship and many of the finest leagues in the world. Since 1947, Select has been the leader in soccer ball quality and innovation. SelectSportAmerica.com is where you can find more information about Select. Bonomo, a little bit of hold-up play on A.J. Cochran. Decent job there as the ball came all the way from Josh Cohen. And Blackwood is having himself an evening. Continues the attack advantage played. Bonomo looking for a corner, partially deflected by Amadou Dia, and it will be a corner kick for Sacramento. What they like about Sam Warner is his versatility to play both sides. And it's come in handy as he has been a guy who has been able to score from the left side, create assists from the right side. And here he is with a corner kick, using his left foot, ball driven well. Lubin can't get to it. Blackwood was almost there as it heads into the stands.
That is a really good opportunity there for Blackwood. It's almost like he doesn't trust or believe that ball's going to make it all the way to him as Zach Lubin comes out, completely misses.
Von Lambert, added late in the year in 2017 to this Phoenix side. Made 10 appearances and then really picked up in 2018 for a team that led the league in goals scored. He had 3, but played a pretty big role in the midfield. Deckel Kanan quite active here tonight for Sacramento. Asante looking forward, finding Dubaya. Shannon Gomez, good defending. It will be a goal kick too for Sacramento.
That's where Shannon Gomez is so successful. We've talked about it a lot too. He's so hard to get by. You get by him once, you got to get by him again, probably because he's got the pace and the ability and the athleticism to catch back up. And shows right there. He's got some bite, some grit. Nice ball.
Look at this ball breaking lines here from Josh Cohen into Warner. Warner down the deep, attacking third for Sacramento, trying to get an inch. Goes back post, waiting for it is Blackwood. And And it'll sail out of play off of Amadou Dia for Rising. So quickly back in. Here comes Sacramento. McCrary, hard-driven ball. Back heel Bonomo. And just to get it out of play is Duigi Mala. Another corner kick brought to you by Smile Generation. And again, it's Sam Warner. I'll tell you what, Kevin, this is going to be one of those matches where you either saw Sacramento really eat it up possession-wise, or we're going to see a game with a lot of opportunities. I think we're seeing the one that could potentially be one of those higher scoring affairs. 25 minutes in, Sam Warner looking for the game's first goal. Driven low, popped up high off of John. AJ Cochran and Mitchell Tainer will let it out of play. And it will be a throw for Sacramento. Bonomo right back, keeps it in play. Warner with the left foot, went high with it.
Good piece of skill there from Sam Warner.
Here's Sari over the top, looking for Bonomo with a header, and he just missed it wide. That would have been spectacular. What a ball in from the midfield.
Oh, Bonomo, that's your chance right there.
And he knows it.
It's a great ball over the top. Once again, Zach Lubin kind of caught in no man's land, ends up staying on his line. Probably the wrong decision. But wonderful ball right here. Ray Sari once again, and this is a simple, just pass it with your head in that far post, and probably he's going to roll in. Definitely going to be one that Bonomo's going to be.
So one goal taken back as Blackwood was offside. And look at the battle here between John and Declan Kanan. You're going to see more of that here this evening. That's on called on Declan Kanan. Kanan, the 34-year-old Israeli.
This could be a battle between those two. And this is, as a player, I love playing against guys like Adam John because he's so excited and energetic to win all those aerial balls, and you can just try to harness that energy for your benefit. And you don't fight the same battle. You don't fight, you know, strength for strength. You got to go up there and be a little bit more cheeky than Adam John because you know he's going to go up aggressive on everything.
Blackwood breaks it up. Adam John starting first 5 matches of the season for Phoenix, did not play the last couple of 2, and then here is the end of the match tonight after an injury to Jason Johnson. But John, 2 goals on the year. Of course, grew up just down the street, Jesuit High School in the Sacramento area here. Went on to play for San Jose and Columbus, 12 goals in 7 years for his time in MLS. Played Oklahoma City last year and then decided to make his way to the desert in his first year with the Rising. Mitchell Tainer moving upfield. Puts the ball in the corner, and just a little too much on it for Tyler Blackwood. We'll follow the Republic and the rest of the USL Championship all season long on ESPN Plus, home to USL, MLS, UFC, and much more. 2 million sports fans have already signed up. Have you? ESPNplus.com. The wind's starting to pick up from south end of the field. Little step from Villarreal. Bonomo. Warner spacings look good for Sacramento. Warner's going to send it over the top. Here's a darting Bonomo. Cleaning it up, Bonomo. Or excuse me, Warner. Warner with a right-footed strike, and it's into the Tower Bridge Battalion.
Oh, good. All good work again. It's on Sam Warner's, you know, less favorable foot on the right foot. Like to see him find target right there, but Sam does a really good job. Serves that ball in the box. Actually a really cheeky little pass and almost finds Bonomo right there. And does a great job to follow that up and not just sit back and wait and watch. Takes a couple steps forward, is able to pick up that second ball.
Kevon Lambert, who has it now, was able just to push him off that angle just enough. Not able to get a clean look at it.
And we've had probably, you know, a couple seasons now, a year and a half or two seasons with seeing Kevon Lambert, and I tell you what, he's one of those guys that I think's got a ton of potential. He's really impressed me.
Well, we've seen him a couple of times, but it's hard to think. He's just 22 years of age.
22 years old, exactly. I mean, I'm shocked that, not shocked, but I'm pretty surprised that MLS or someone else hasn't come calling yet.
Played Jamaica for Montenegro Bay. 4 caps for Jamaica, the men's national team as well. But You're right, he's got size. And it's almost interesting to see him in the midfield. It's not quite a position you see someone with that kind of size typically play. Here's Blackwood finding Sari, but almost to his left. Sari somehow goes down, but Sacramento not out of it quite yet. Here's Skundrick with a header. And just could not connect. And Lubin watches it go by again, but both sides. It's been an exciting 30 minutes here at Papa Murphy's Park between the Rising and the Republic.
Been a spectacular header there.
Skundrick quite active here. A workhorse. A guy who was drafted by the Galaxy 40th overall, but was not signed. Play with Bethlehem Steel. Ball from McCrary, just not able to create enough space. So we're still knotted at 0 after a half an hour gone by. Republic coming off a bye week, took on Stanford in a friendly last Saturday. The Elliott Horde goal was the lone of the match, but before that, Republic fell to Portland 1-0 to the Timbers 2. And their second loss of the season. Ball playing forward, looking for John. But Portland awarded that penalty kick in the 28th minute and hit Shannon Gomez in the arm, and that would be enough. Republic shorthanded on the night. Now Gomez looking forward. He's got a little bit of space, using his right foot, curling the ball in over the bar. Good look for Shannon Gomez. He feels a bit more comfortable on this left side here tonight, Kevin. More energy moving forward. Defending looked good as always.
I tell you what, I don't mind that effort whatsoever. You got Shannon Gomez coming up, and you're right. I think he looks more confident. I think typically he gets in those situations, whether he's going to serve a ball in the box or have a strike, he just doesn't look very comfortable. Right there, he looked very comfortable. He knew exactly what he wanted to do. Tease it up. It's a good strike. Don't mind that at all.
Ray Sari, McCrary. Skundrick to Blackwood. So Bajev was given a second yellow, and then it was rescinded, but at that point in time, too late as Hansopoulos came in. And he was given 2 quick yellows. The second one a little iffy, but either way, the Republic were down to 9 men in that 1-0 loss. And just did not have enough chances. But at home here, it's been a different story. They have been quite good at Papa Murphy's Park. Back to ball. Bonomo, so good. Best on the team in that position. Now he's got some room. Phoenix have given Sacramento opportunities in this final third. Looking for Skundrick. Skundrick's it's in there with the left foot, and Lubin's got it in his 6. How about Drew Skundrick tonight? We've talked about him being more of a defensive-minded guy. He has been moving forward. He has been in the mix on that final third. Couple chances for goals already tonight.
No, I completely agree. It's interesting seeing how high up the field is played. He's been on a lot of crosses, a lot of services in the box. We typically don't see him in that position. You can take another look right here. A little bit of pinball as it goes around. Great decision there by Bonomo, by the way. Just can't get it. I don't know what's wrong with Ma. Looks like he's okay. But either way, Skundrick is definitely playing a little bit higher. I wonder if this is a strategic move or just through the course of this game, Skundrick's finding himself in a position that he can go forward and has got cover to do so.
Quite a player, co-captain, all Pac-12 member with Stanford. Of course, his teammate was Sam Warner. Bonomo fighting and battling all evening. He has been a pain in the Phoenix side. Blackwood trying to find a little bit of room, won't find it in the 18, and Lubin has to come out and dive on it just outside his 6. Be sure to tune in Wednesday, April 30th for ESPN USL Championship Game of the Week. Memphis 901 visiting 2-time defending champ Louisville City. It's the week's best match in the Game of the Week, April 30th on ESPN3. Whistle blows, finally Declan Caden getting one in his favor.
Push and shoving going on between the two guys.
Caden, the captain of Cincinnati a season ago, 23rd appearances, 2 goals. A big part, had a chance to re-sign, wanted to find a place. He gets some pretty good minutes. Found it here in Sacramento. Blackwood on the end of it. It'll pop high, and Dia will find his way to it. DSC is going to go 35 appearances, 3,000 plus minutes, and he is a member of this team that will help create chances. And even though it comes from his back line, players like that, and along with Kevon Lambert, who have not had a lot of the opportunities tonight, I think that's a good sign if you're Simon Elliott in the Sacramento Republic. Skundrich battling Fernandez. Back to AJ Cochran. McCrary doing work. Aginaga back. Here's Asante. Nope, Asante on the right side, excuse me. He's battling down Junior Flemings. Aginaga waiting for it. Phoenix looking for some room. Lambert. Mile to come up. Nabuya. Asante now on the deck low for Adam John. A lot of possession here and a big swing as the league leaders in shots taken on the year. Coming to this match at 114.
They were that way last year too. Remember, they were pulling the trigger from all over the place.
Well, and Rick Chance, he said in an interview with the local media in Phoenix that it's nice to get shots, but are they quality shots? Because he said it doesn't mean a whole lot if you're missing by 20 or 30 yards. It doesn't do a whole lot for your team. It just gives it right back to the other side.
Completely agree. And I think that that's probably, you can be really particular about how Phoenix is electing and what shots they are electing to take. And, you know, I think the majority of those shots, I think you look at the stats probably a little deeper too, like how many come outside the 18-yard box. I think they would blow any competition, the nearest competition away by a long way, because they do not back down or are not bashful about pulling the trigger from 20 to 25 yards out. Oh, there's a good chance for
Real, but he just slipped up. Now it's Asante. And you see what the adjustments are made by Simon Elliott. Warner now almost a double team along with Gomez on Asante, not allowing him to get space. Skundrich play it wide to McCrary. Cochran breaking it up. We'll make sure to join Republic at Papa Murphy's Park on May 11th as the Boys in Old Glory Red take on Reno 1868. Kickoff is set for 7:30. Tickets are available. PublicFC.com. 66-degree night here. Clear skies. Beautiful spring evening in the capital of California. No score between two sides. Plenty of chances for both. McCrary has it taken away. A good tackle from that left side, Dia. Asante broken up by Bonomo. Bonomo has worked all evening, and along with Drew Skundrich, they've been an impressive pair.
Tell you what, man, that is an absolutely great play by Bonomo. Keeping the ball, preventing that counterattack. I don't know very many strikers in the world that put that energy in defensively.
And a silly coming from Gomez, a little frustrated after losing the ball, and Aginaga able to draw a whistle. There's Skundrich now.
It's good pressure. Good pressure by Sacramento on these guys.
Cohen tested once. A beautiful save. His ball right on target. Sacramento had a goal called back. Missed two across the face. It's either side able to break through. Here's Asante. Cross coming. Declan Kanan headed out of play. Bonomo able to draw the foul over Mala there. Stefano Bonomo, they liked how versatile he was, and his back-to-ball goal play was something that was key in bringing him in. Was a key part of the Red Bulls for several seasons, leading them to a championship in 2016. Did have a chance at MLS as well with New York. Now has come back to the West Coast where he went to college, seeing if he could make a difference with the Republic. Giving pressure, Lubin.
Declan it again. Good header, little flick on from, but Blackwood, and it's Mala there. Celebrate your birthday or plan your next group outing at a Republic match. Staff will customize a perfect outing for the group of 10 or more. Create lifelong memories. For more information, you can always go to the Republic website. Wyatt and Rising. Fernandez back to Lambert. Sante to his left. Flemings, who's been quiet, is going to go with a right-footed strike, and another save by Josh Cohn to keep it at 0.
Oh, that's a world-class save right there, Rob. Wonderful strike by Phoenix, by Junior Flemings. Wonderful, dipping into that back post and answered. I tell you what, Junior Flemings got to be furious right now. I'd be so upset. You strike the ball perfectly, and Josh Cohn reaches behind his ears and picks it, thinking he's able to pull it just. Push it over the crossbar. Great save.
There's a chance again. Lambert comes in hard. And it's over the net. Flemings a week ago, USL Team of the Week after his performance taking down the Defiance 4-0 along with his teammate Asante. 4 goals, 3 assists on the year. Another youngster, 23-year-old from Jamaica, was teammates with Stefano Bonoma with the New York Red Bulls too. Won the championship together in 2016. Interesting enough, such an impact that Flemings had. And here's a turnover nearly taken back. And here's Phoenix again to recover. John now battling with Tainer.
Well done. Really good work by Mitchell.
You know what? In 2018, Josh Cohn was asked to do too much of that. This year, we haven't really seen him have to pull out these type of heroics, but tonight, it's been a different story, and the reason this game is still at 0. Aguinaga. Fernandez back to Lambert. Flemings to the right side. Gavaya. Sante awaits along the touchline. Broken up. Phoenix looking to put more pressure on. And again, that ball is clearing the VIP tents. Hard to believe that.
I think Phoenix has done a really good job just, possessing that ball right there. It's patient with it. Obviously not the best strike by Flemings, but still look pretty dangerous. Wonderful save a couple minutes ago by Josh Cohn, just to keep things at 0 going into the second half, or into the first half for that matter.
These two teams have now faced each other 13 times, as we mentioned in the pregame show. 6-2-4 overall. Sacramento with the overall lead of the series. And it's hard to believe with the teams that Phoenix has had. It has been a little bit more balanced, especially because the games have been so close. And both teams have typically been in the top 5 toward the end of the year. Skundrick plays at the right side. Blackwood looking to make a move. Going to be a hard cross in. And into the gut of Zach Lubin.
Not the best ball, but still, I like that pace.
Rising, looking to counter, coming back. A misplayed ball. And Sam Warner will get to it before it crosses the touchline. Skundrick. Fernandez breaks it up. Sorry back. Bonomo and Cochran both missing it. Now Cochran, it goes down. Bonomo whistled for the foul. That's going to be a hard one to swallow. The fans here at Papa Murphy's Park do not agree with Elton Garcia.
I tell you what, AJ Cochran gets bailed out right there. That's a great job once again. Just Bonomo being a pest.
Cochran looked like he brought him down.
If anything, I think it's a foul on Cochran. See if we get another look at this. Bonomo just being quicker. Look at, they're pulling, and
I think it's either a no call, which is
Okay.
probably the best with both players, but Cochran fell and the whistle blew. Now Bonomo going to put a little bit of pressure on Lubin. Flemings, all he needs is a step. Aguinaga, Asante, now Asante. For the third straight time, they sail him high over the bar.
not bashful. They're not bashful.
3 extra minutes of stoppage time brought to you by Rayleigh Something Extra Rewards Program. Earn points every time you shop. Sign up today at rayleighs.com. Coming to this match, Kevin, along the freeway there is a procession of cars, trucks, and the huge Republic flags out of the back grills. And kind of made me get off that same exit for the tailgate section. I think they're all going to the tailgate. They do now. Rayleigh's sponsored section, they start those 2 hours before the game starts. You can set up a tailgate, and it's the first time this year they're doing it. And tell you what, typically we have a lot of pregame things. Just for a moment there, I was thinking maybe I should divert my path and head over to the tailgate. There's some pretty good food.
And then get some New Glory, their Ubadank. What was their?
Oh yeah, Ubadank. You had it? Yeah,
I have.
how'd you do?
Pretty good. Very good West Coast IPA. But yeah, I would love to go to the Rayleigh's tailgate area and partake in some of the festivities over there.
The hard part when you're working sometimes, you don't get to have all the fun. But there seemed to be a lot of the Tower Bridge Battalion members who are cheering loud as always on the north end of the stadium here. And each team with some looks, but neither side able to break through yet. Into the play, a mistake by Tainer, and Gomez has to come up just a little bit too heavy for Aguinaga. And you could probably feel the butterflies from Josh Cohen. Miscommunication between Bonomo and Warner.
Great job by Shannon Gomez. Cover. See the pace once again by him at what that brings to the table.
By a 31-year-old from Sierra Leone. Spent some time in England, Crystal Palace, Scotland. Has made the round. Now he finds himself in Phoenix here for his first year. Aguinaga being pressured. Flemings, square ball to Asante. Asante, heavy touch, back to Fernandez. Asante's had a bit of trouble with Shannon Gomez this evening. Gomez looking to push along that left side. Plays it central, no one was there to help. And the whistle may blow here about any moment. As Ellen Garcia checks his watch. And there is the whistle from Elton Garcia. 45 minutes in the books here at Papa Murphy's Park. Neither side able to put one through. A couple of chances. Dangerous from either side, but it's been fun. Crowd looking to get up off their feet. It's tied at 0 as Zach Lubin and Josh Cohen both escape what could have been devastating goals. Much more to come here in the halftime break. Don't go away, as we'll have full-time halftime stats and much, much more coming up right after this.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Welcome back to Papa Murphy's Park, and it's been an exciting few weeks surrounding the Republic and the bid to become an MLS franchise. And there was perhaps no greater moment during the City Council meeting where they earned a unanimous vote to approve the stadium term sheet, and a unanimous yes was felt throughout the entire city. And let's relive that evening here.
Sacramento's bid for entry into Major League Soccer on the brink of growing stronger.
Big day today for Sacramento.
It's more than just about a sport. It's more than about just economics. It's about community.
I am here to hear the greatest news that I could possibly ever hear today. We would totally love to help any which way we can to get the stadium come here.
Good afternoon, everyone. The Sacramento City Council will come to order for a special meeting. And it is a special meeting.
Thank you, Mayor Steinberg, members of City Council. This is a big day. This is and will always be about the Sacramento we are building and how much stronger we can make it together.
Let me tell you what you already know. Sacramento is without a doubt ready for Major League Soccer. And we are excited to be working in the final stages to secure MLS expansion in Sacramento.
I'm honored to work with all of you to help Sacramento reach its full potential.
I urge you to support the Sacramento Republic FC. They're more than just a soccer team.
It would be a sense of community as a permanent home.
And they've helped us to connect our small street soccer teams in our community to a larger community of Sacramento.
My job is to go out and win games, and winning games is easier because of all these people in this room. The fans are the people who drive this club. They deserve this. So I just want to say thank you, and go Republic.
Thank you, Cameron. Thank you, man.
To Matt Alvarez, to Kevin Nagel, thank you for everything you've done. I am glad to be your teammate.
If there's one thing that stands out about Sacramento, Sacramento has the most passionate fan base in the country, and we wouldn't be here without you. So thank you. In favor, please say aye. Aye. Opposed, abstained, that's a unanimous vote.
This is rare. This doesn't happen in other places. Rest assured, we are not going to hesitate or take a breath until we get what the city deserves. And we all think that this region, and certainly this fan base, deserves an MLS franchise.
Flemings around one, around two. Still Junior Flemings, he's gonna have a go! Excellent from Junior Flemings! Here's Spees looking for the curler, and what a save from Curtis Anderson! Guadarrama wants it himself! What a goal from Guadarrama!
The cross deflected, what a stop by Brown in the top corner.
Another chance here for New Mexico, and they've got the equalizer.
Jadama will strike it with his right foot. Whistle blows, steps, strikes, and saved by Rodriguez!
Here's Woodbine into the box. Van Schaik there, Van Schaik!
Has changed on for Louisville, and again, Callum Irving grabbed the game by the scruff of the neck as Ben Spees lets one fly and drills it like a Langsdorff header. That's where Louisville wants to attack, shooting and scoring. It's saved by Caldwell.
Collier. Knock back towards Spencer. Brilliant finish.
Flick. Could it be two? Yes, it is. That's Hellman.
Here's Banks. Banks from distance, and that's knocked away.
Gallardo. At the top of the box. Lee gets a touch, still driving and sends it. And into the back of the net.
It's like Joe Gallardo took almost on the entire defense there. That left foot shot.
Chipped in, headed away. away by Lockby. Second chance coming, diving, stopped by Fitzgerald.
Minnesota and with Jacksonville. Nunez, and that finds the side of the net. Most of these, he takes this one.
Continue on at halftime here at Papa Murphy's Park. Kevin Goldthwait, Rob McAllister with you. No score. It's been an entertaining 45 minutes of action. One of these teams looking to break through in the final 45. Let's take a look at our USL news and notes around the league, and we'll head to the East Coast for a majority of this news here as Indy 11 not only announcing some big things with their stadium plans and a mixed-use development, but also moving 6 spots in the power rankings. They've been on a tear lately, and it looks pretty good. And how about this, Hartford Athletic? They're going to get some help as well, as they've now have that agreement with Minnesota United.
Yeah, I mean, a good opportunity for them to both sides to get some talent and develop talent and bring some probably some much needed reserve forces into town.
Let's take a look at our out-of-town scores and taking a look at Tacoma. Now, the Republic just taking a bad break as 10 players with the Sounders on MLS contracts came in for that match, which the Republic lost 2-1. Since then, they have had trouble even scoring goals, and so San Antonio, the latest to take down Tacoma 3-0. But the surprise of the season, and maybe not to everybody, but at least to me, is the Portland Timbers too. They finally have seen some of those younger guys starting to develop well, and they're right at the top of the standings.
Now they're getting results. You know, kind of first time over the last few years where they're really looking sharp. They're fun to watch, and they're getting results.
All right, let's take a look at our USL standings presented by Life Storage. And as we mentioned, flirting the top there is the Portland Timbers too. Also surprised Tulsa, New Mexico, a new club. I mean, here you've got the heavy hitters below, obviously with Sacramento, Reno, Real Monarchs, your Phoenix. Those teams have been in the mix. It's a close race.
5 points.
5 points.
5 points separate 1 to 10.
Especially in the West, I don't think anyone has less than 6 points. You could find yourself very easily in last place or first place in 2 months from now.
Absolutely. So I mean, right now it's still everyone's up there. We got 8 games, we got 9 games, we got some guys played 7 games. So I mean, it's all over the board right now, and still early to kind of even look at that, to think, okay, at least to judge yourself or rate yourself how you play. The table doesn't matter.
Well, scoring goals will be the recipe here for success. Can Republic get one in the second half? We'll have your second half kickoff coming up after this.
Please join us in recognizing the Portland Ajax 2010 as the Rayleigh's Team of the Month for April. Tonight's halftime high five. Please welcome Natomas 07 Blue. Sacramento Republic FC would like to welcome tonight's groups in attendance. welcome our friends from Coldwell Banker.
Step. Plays it forward. Asante. And we welcome you back here at Pop Murphy's Park. Had some technical difficulties. We apologize for that, but the Republic and Phoenix really each with some opportunities here in that first 45, Kevin. Skundrich was aggressive, and you like what you saw if you're Simon Elliott, but you probably also like what you saw if you were Rick Shantz for the Phoenix Rising, especially this goal.
This is probably the best chance of the whole half with a wonderful save by Josh Cohen. Does a great job keeping things level at 0-0. But yeah, a lot of good chances. Kind of a more open style play than we typically see here at Papa Murphy's Park. But I tell you, it's been a fun first half, a good 45 minutes. And I think, if I'm being pretty objective here, I think Phoenix probably had better chances than Sacramento. So we still had a couple, and we'll see how they come out here in the next 45 minutes.
Highlights brought to you by NorCal Honda. Let's take a look at our last year's Elk Grove Subaru halftime stats, and says that they're pretty even across. You've seen both sides take some whacks at target, but neither able to break through. Well, we are about to get the second half underway, Kevin. Let's review your first keys of the match, your Chevy keys of the match. You talked about that 3 key things that you felt were key to a victory tonight. Let's review what you saw after 45.
Yeah, the first one was that first 10 minutes after coming off with 2 weeks and not having a game. I think they did pretty well in the first 10 minutes. Maybe could have been maybe a little bit better. I think they were a little bit too opened up in the back, but still 0-0, didn't concede anything and got their feet under them pretty quickly. Next is they defended first. I think they've done a good job. I think they probably could shore things up a little bit better defensively. And specifically, that means like guys like Ray Sari got to hold in that gap in front of the back four a little better, and then finally finish their chances. But decent half chances that Sacramento had, and hopefully they can right that ship, if you will, here in the next 45 minutes for the second half.
Republic will start, and they'll head to the south end of the field into the wind. We'll see if that plays a factor as the wind has picked up as the evening has gone on. I think both team having the players hit the deck, and Elton Garcia is going to keep his whistle at bay.
I think the wind is going to play a factor here. It's steadily gotten a little bit more strong. The breeze has coming from right to left. Sacramento's going into the wind. I think it's definitely going to play a factor here today.
So no score after 45 minutes from both sides. A couple of chances and 2 big saves from Josh Cohen again. He has been fantastic since coming over to the Republic. Formerly played with Arizona and took the starting job from Carl Wazinski not too long ago in 2017. Had 8 clean sheep and was one of the best goalkeepers in all of USL, especially toward the end of the season when Phoenix really started to make a run in 2017 toward the postseason. Lambert finding some space for Asante. Looking for the middle. Aguinaga, high kick, chance for the Rising, and just skirts short as Junior Flemings with another good opportunity could not convert. And last touch by the Republic will be the first corner kick, brought to you by Smile Generation of the second half.
lot of options in the attack for Phoenix, and it's not just one or two guys. You've got to really keep your eye or body on maybe 3 or 4 of them, as this rising team will hurt you in a variety of ways. It'll be Fernandez with a left-footed strike, headed into the hands of Josh Cohen. Crashing hard with A.J. Cochran.
That might have been Adam John on that one. But either way, I mean, I think they've looked really good, Phoenix has. They're just kind of worrisome through Sacramento on set pieces and corner kicks. They keep finding themselves on the end of it. Phoenix has, and Sacramento's got to do a better job defensively to prevent that stuff from happening.
There's been space in the final third for Sacramento, however. The creativity has been much better here in this match. Blackwood, hard angling cross as Skundrich again looking to get on the end of it. McCrary. McCrary in his 3rd game for Sacramento. And signed a 2-year deal with the Republic. And interesting enough, a player of his caliber not being picked up by an MLS team after being released by the Sounders. Lambert, skies went high. John, off his chest to Fernandez. Here's Asante, so dangerous. Let him play. Gomez moving into the final third. Sorry on the second ball. And it will be a goal kick for Phoenix. No changes at the break. The only substitution so far of the evening has been when Adam John replaced Jason Johnson, who went out with an injury, as Deco Kanan came in. May have nicked his ankle. It didn't look that serious at the time, but he was helped off the field by the training staff and a teammate. But almost slipping and falling, and Cochran can't believe it. I think he is right to be a little perplexed. The 6 opportunities for Phoenix here at Papa Murphy's Park. They have never earned a victory against the Republic. 3 losses and 3 draws. McCrary lobbing one toward Bonomo. Blackwood. Blackwood the left foot, broken up by Dia. Villarreal, and stays in play, Fernandez. Whistle coming against Aguinaga as McCrary goes down.
Not even near the ball. It's a silly foul by Aguinaga. It's a good opportunity for Sac.
Aguinaga selected 4th round in 2018 draft by the Red Bulls. With just 1 season with the 2-side. Released, and here he is in Phoenix. Sorry, lobbing one high. Wind will bring it back a tad. Mitchell Tainer may have been the intended target. Republic in the attack. Cross coming. Blackwood to the air. It'll sail out of play. Another goal kick for Zach Lubin. Lubin's also had a few years in the USL. Played with Tulsa and Swope Park. 2017 made his way to Sweden for a season. And then back to Phoenix in the USL. Skundrich supplies the pressure. Aguinaga. Quick header from Warner. Mala, Asante, Aguinaga, and Asante again. Couple of mistakes from Asante tonight, and Sacramento's had a chance to break. Again, Warner continuing to apply pressure. Now he's got to look to his right. It's Blackwood. Bonomo curling back, looking for a handball. Sacramento won't get it. McCrary back in the mix, and just two crosses now for Sacramento that have just sailed.
Elton Garcia loves talking to people. Never seen him, a referee, stop the game as much as he has today.
I don't think we've had Elton Garcia in a game that we've done here at Papa Murphy's Park. Gomez still battling Aguinaga. Now the two will get into it and go chest for chest, and that's going to likely be a yellow card for Shannon Gomez, and it is. Really no reason for it. And Simon Elliott, none too pleased, but the fiery Gomez was not going to let that one go. That's the game's second yellow of the evening.
A yellow card has been issued in the 54th minute. Number 2, Shannon
Get some action on the bench down here for Sacramento as well, Rob.
Cameron Iwasa did not get the start. Dealing with a slight injury. Whether or not he will check into the game is still to be seen. And now Simon Elliott talking to Iwasa, that may be just the case. For how much pizzazz may be the right word we saw in this first half, it's become a little bit of a lull for both sides here in this first 10 minutes, Kevin.
Yeah, I feel like both teams trying to feel each other out. No one really wants to do anything drastic this moment.
Cohen looking for Bonomo. And maybe a goal kick, and it looks like it was last. Deflected off of Mala.
Mala even knew. Mala left the ball. I mean, everyone but the referee saw that. Probably, I think, Skundrich might have been playing pretty high because Iwasa is not in there, right? Or higher. That's why we're seeing him in the box so often. As we see him coming out here.
Cameron Iwasa will replace Drew Skundrich, who to me had a really solid 55 minutes of play. Was on the end of a couple.
Number 31, Cameron.
But he is out, and now Cameron Iwasa, so two Jesuit high school products going head-to-head here as Cameron Iwasa graduating just a few years after Adam John, who's 28, Iwasa, who's 25. Both have had pretty solid professional careers. Cameron Iwasa has been an absolute star for the Republic as of late. Asante able to get to Aguinaga, back to Asante again. Dancing with it. And Tainter breaks it up, and Iwasa gets his first touch. Wind really picking up here at Papa Murphy's Park, as you can probably hear it on the microphones as well. And Josh Cohen had some success breaking lines from his 6, but it's become a bit more challenging to do so heading into the wind. Phoenix. Flemings with a cross. Tainter again. Still in the 6. Deckel Kanan looking for it. Bouncing around, and finally Kanan gets to it. Asante with a hard-driven ball sails wide again.
Well, I don't know how much that misses by. That almost picks out that top corner. A good strike and a quick strike by Asante. Get in a look at this right now. Quick decision right here. Head up. Whew. Does not miss that top corner by much.
Spaniard moving forward. Iwasa coming in to help. Bonomo stays up top with Iwasa in. It was a combination in those first two matches that seemed to work fairly well and gave Cameron Iwasa some space. One led to him scoring a hat trick against OKC. Lambert with the right foot partially deflected. Down to the turf goes Cohen.
Guys are not bashful, Rob. Pull the trigger from anywhere.
Well, don't miss out on hundreds of craft beer and plenty of events during the 10th annual Sacramento Beer Week going on now through May 5th. Support our pub partners and check out the New Glory Craft Brewery. Let's Do Brunch event starting tomorrow at noon at Sudworks Beer and Comedy Night on May 4th as well. Learn more at sacbeerweek.com. Flemings. The Jamaican national sends a pretty decent cross in. Fernandez to clean it up with a left foot, and it's over the bar.
Oh, Sacramento got bailed out. That first touch from Fernandez really let him down. We saw a really good run right there. That's what these guys can do. You got Junior Flemings on this side, Asante on the other side, but Junior Flemings does a great job running at Jordan McCreary. Makes it really difficult for him. But right here, that first touch lets him down.
It's interesting. Rick Shantz telling his team to slow down a little bit. That's something we've typically have seen from a Phoenix side. And it looks like Mala is down and holding his right ankle.
He's cramping maybe.
And they're going to bring out the training staff to take a look. Well, registration now open for the Republic FC Speed, Agility, and Quickness Clinic, which begins on May 24th. Summer camps beginning on June 3rd. Experience a fun and professional environment of top-notch soccer while learning individual skills and techniques. Visit sacrepublicfc.com/camps clinics to register for more information. And you're right, maybe a cramp in that left leg there and a calf. So here is a Phoenix side in the last couple of years. They have been very aggressive in getting players and have been near the top in terms of player salary. And they've started to ignite a fan base down in Phoenix as well. I mean, here's a club that has been around. You typically don't see that, where then there becomes quite a bit of interest, and they've been able to sell out a couple of their last matches here in Phoenix.
Yeah, Phoenix is a good market. I think ultimately this year, but MLS is probably looking at that market as a possible expansion opportunity. But they've done great, and I think they got a good ownership group that's willing to spend some money and treats their players right.
And so you hear that a lot, and it's treating players right. What does that mean for a player? What's a decision that goes into you? Are you talking to other guys around the league and asking what the facility is like? What does the top down look like? I mean, what are those factors as a player that really make a difference?
Yeah, ultimately it comes down to, like, are they spending money on the players? So whether that's the facilities that you're practicing at, you're training out, how do those facilities look? Are you guys, is your training staff, do you have the proper, treatment, the proper people taking care of you, all the way down to your travel accommodations and everything. And there's players do talk about it. And there are teams, at least when I was playing, there's a, oh boy.
Oh, trouble coming as Junior Fleming's putting the pressure on Josh Cohen, but able to get away. Now Iwasa finding in stride, plays it forward for Warner, was Gomez. Warner with the left-footed cross, takes a deflection and a bicycle kick to keep it in play and not concede the corner kick.
It's the guy that just had the cramp. Mala.
See
how he's going to do here after that play.
And he's holding his left leg again.
But back to your point, I mean, there are definitely players talk about teams that, treat their players better than others. And there's obviously a desire to go to a place where you're treated better. And without naming names, there are a few cities when I was playing that we definitely knew you don't want to play there. Ownership's a bit tighter on their budget, and it's not even necessarily paying players. It's just the amenities around that you have. Like I mentioned, the training facility. Do you have like things like ice baths, or are you in a blow up pool for ice? I mean, those are the things that are. I'm talking about for the amenities that some teams have that, some teams have both sides. Exactly, it makes a difference. Whether it's
and I imagine a lot of it had to do just with even able to keep you healthy, because if you're not healthy, you're likely not playing, and then you're not playing, and you find yourself out of the league pretty quickly.
Absolutely, that's definitely a part of it too, where the staff or whatever the facilities or the amenities aren't up to par, and that affects how your recovery time is and across the board.
Throw for Phoenix, and 2 balls on the field, and they'll start it over.
Cheeky move by Mitchell Tainer, bringing the ball on the field. Love it.
And he's going to get a warning from Elton Garcia.
Worth it. Great job. Worth it.
And
well
the
done.
handshake.
And a handshake. Absolutely. Yeah. You don't see that one very often, but that's a cheeky little move.
Now Bridgman Italian getting back into it. Flag goes up. Asante was offside. But again, you've seen a couple of different opportunities now. Junior Fleming's a little bit quiet in this game, but now he's had 3 really good looks and putting pressure on Cohen at the end there. It just shows you that anytime this club can really spring, and there is Tainter dropping the ball into play. And Bonomo takes a vicious hit from behind from Mala. The whistle will blow. Be up to Elton Garcia whether it's more, and Elton Garcia is going to have another conversation, but I'll tell you what, Dewigi Mala may not be into this game for very much longer, and that's now 2 substitutions that Rich Scanes may have to make, and not ones that he wanted to, as Mala goes to the turf. He had to take out Jason Johnson, who was injured, as Declan Kana went in for a challenge, and now Mala is having cramping issues for the 2nd time in about 10 minutes. And so you're likely
roll him off the pitch, Rob. Roll him off.
And a substitution is probably one that he's not hoping to make, especially with a scoreless draw. But meanwhile, it's going to have another substitution, and it could be for Sacramento first, as it's Kevin Aliman who will come in, as maybe Simon Elliott looking for more creativity in the midfield.
It'll be interesting who he comes out, who's coming out.
And for Phoenix, it will likely be Austin Ledbetter, the 23-year-old St. Louis native. And so it's going to be for Tyler Blackwood first. So Kevin Aliman comes in. Tyler Blackwood was able to find the black of the net, but flag went up and was caught offside. And so the goal did not count. But overall, I think a pretty good shift if you combination, if you look at it from Warner up top with Bonomo, and then Blackwood. I thought that trio played pretty well in the first half and change.
Yeah, agreed. Thought they combined well.
So Mala is off the touchline and may try to stay in. The 2nd substitution for Simon Elliott, who's looking for win number 24 in his career. Hope to do so here. Stay undefeated at home. So here comes Austin Ledbetter. So Mala's night is over. And Ledbetter brought up from FC Tucson. So both teams with 2 substitutions made in this match. Warner left-footed strike, curling back post, looking for Tainer with a good look. And he was
called a foul there. Looks like some grabbing going on. Foul on Sacramento.
I don't know. That's a pretty good chance, though, for Mitchell Tainer showing his skill along that left side, the right side, excuse me, with that left foot. See where there was contact. Don't really see any, but angling ball, Tainer to the head, finding Gomez, who will look to put it in the corner for Warner. Devine able to get to it, Austin Ledbetter with his first touch. challenges from both sides. Here's Villarreal. It's been a bit quiet, looking for Iwasa in the second half. As Sari comes up, deflected off of Cochran. Now he's got Bonomo to his left, leaves it for Iwasa. Iwasa's trying to cut it back in. And Fernandez able to break it up.
Yeah, for how not bashful Phoenix is, I feel like Sacramento's on the opposite side of that spectrum. Just got to find put yourself in a position, find an ability, find a window to pull the trigger, get something on target.
I'll tell you what, when Ray Sari looks at video tomorrow or the next day, he's going to see Stefano Bonomo to his left, wide open, just waiting for it. They likely have wanted that one back. Kevin Aliman kept it in play. Looked like it may have crossed the touchline. And showing the skill level, Kevin Aliman able to get this break going for Sacramento. Warner on the other side. Working that left flank, sends a cross in, Bonomo to the head. And he tried to square it back on goal. McCrary tracking it down. Jaime Villarreal, quick touch for Aliman. Aliman with the left foot, it's striking, it's into the gut of Zach Lubin. Great combination from Sacramento on the build-up. Just couldn't sneak it through the 28-year-old's fingers.
Yeah, great ball there by Jaime Villarreal. Quickly, I think it was a one-touch pass right into Kevin Aliman. Kevin does a great job. You get a look at this. This is a wonderful pass right here.
And Aliman was just trying to get Cochran to bite there. Times what can get Aliman in trouble is almost too many touches, but we saw the touchline there, which seems to work in his favor at times. Good ball from Phoenix. Ball kept in play into space. Asante looking to get there. McCrary does. And Iwasa will be whistled for a foul on Fernandez.
Yeah, not there. Cam's got to have a little more patience. Fernandez probably goes down pretty quickly, or pretty easily, but still not there.
Solomon Asante, the 29-year-old Ghana national, has started every match of the year and been another impactful piece to this Phoenix Rising side. Setting up for a free kick here as Republic try to get things in order. McCrary a bit confused of who Simon Elliott and company want where.
Yeah, this shouldn't be an issue. These guys should know exactly who's going to be stepping up in the wall. This is something you go through every pregame, every halftime.
And watch number 13, Amado Dila, on this near side. It's left for Fernandez. Back post. Good ball. Cohen comes away with it. Here's Sari. Little bump from John. Now that you're 7 in, combination of Kanan and Tainter, it seems the two start to connect and really on the same page. Those two center back positions, how do you feel about how that's moving? We'll get to that in just a second. Is Gomez moving forward, a nice cheeky move along that left flank. Brookson's way back into the 18, crossing low, and Lubin is there. But back to Tainter and Kanan.
I think they're settling in nicely with each other.
And that's been a problem. I mean, you think about last year, Tainter really didn't have that partner. It's got to be a little bit easier for the game for Mitchell Tainter this season compared to how many changes were made in 2018.
Well done by, once again, Bonomo. Just forces that, just by effort. Yeah, but back to your point, I think they settled in nicely. Last year, they were kind of shuffling all over the place, the roster, the back four, the two center backs specifically. And now you have a little bit of consistency. I like how they partner up with each other. in terms of the, their attributes.
One of the teams that Tainer has almost a little more freedom to move forward this year than he did last year.
Yeah, and you got a guy like Dekel Kanan back there who's really, I think, kind of like your vocal leader that organizes and is always talking and always barking. And that, I think they complement each other in that. I don't know if that's necessarily Mitchell what he wants to be doing all the time. It's not that he's bad at it. I think he does great with communication, is able to talk and communicate what he needs to do. But having a guy like Dekel Kanan who's so experienced and mature can free you up a little bit. So I like how they complement each other.
Well, they've kept the rising at bay so far. Sorry. Back post, here's Kanan. It's going to be Tainer instead. Gonna watch out for the counter. McCrary, Asante from the backside. Another whistle coming from Elton Garcia. We'll join the Republic and the rest of your friends May 8th. Shondo's Cantina for the official watch parties. SRFC takes on Fresno at 7:30. The event begins at 5:30. That's Chando's Cantina. Sari's played more of a 6 role, and he's been pretty decent at it here this evening, going back to ball. And now with Skundrich out, it's been called on just a bit more. They want Jaime Villarreal to play up a bit more to get into that final attack.
Tough ball.
Somehow skirts it through. Aliman has McCrary in front of him. McCrary's going to send across. And it's deflected away. It'll be a corner kick coming for the Republic.
Nothing to say about that. That's a great build-up. Great job by Sacramento. Starts on one side. Get Jaime Villarreal is able to switch the ball to the other side from Kamawasa and finds a nice run from Aliman. And a good little underlap by your right back, Jordan McCrary, right here.
It's about this time in the match where the Republic were able to break through on the Austin Bulls. And we see a repeat here. Sandwater with a left foot. Back post, Dekel Kanan into the mix, and still up. Cleared away by Phoenix.
How in the world does that ball not go in the back of the net? Is that Bonomo in the mix right there?
Warner's going to try again. Up goes Tainer. Easy play for Zach Lubin.
Yeah, so none of that a little bit further across the face of the goal. He knows it. It looked like Bonomo was on the end of that thing. I don't know how it does not find the back of the net. It's a good ball, I think, headed right across from Dekel Kanan. And Bonomo's just right there. Poor guy. Get him on the score sheet, Rob.
He's had several chances, and for how hard he works, it's a shame that he has been not seen the rewards come of it. No score either side. Each with chances. A couple of nice saves coming from Josh Cohen. Zach Lubin has done a formidable job as well. McCrary. Iwasa and Aliman have come in as subs.
No way.
And another whistle from Elton Garcia. Well, we do have a chance. Would like to make a special announcement. Welcoming Edwin McMillan, who has played against the Republic a couple of times. At least the staff is part of the Folsom State Penitentiary, and has become a huge Republic fan, and is in the attendance tonight to see this game. So congratulations to him and his family, and the continued ties the Republic makes to everybody throughout the greater Sacramento region.
Really cool. They go out there once a month. I think and play a little friendly pickup game.
Haven't seen you out there, Kev.
No,
You retired?
Yeah, I retired.
It's hard to get you to do the charity games even out here anymore. I see you just lumbering back there. Here's Fernandez, pretty decently weighted ball, but may have caught the wind a little bit, sailed further than he'd hoped, and it's easy for Josh Cohen to bring it in. Who's up, who's down, and where does your club sit? Find out every Monday, USL Championship Power Rankings. Bonomo. Little side heel. Here's Aliman, favorite spot. Curling it back in, looking for a chance. Broken up by Dia.
And if he goes down right there, I think he is able to drop a foul.
And now he's giving chase on that backside. Has to be careful. Prairie showing his skill level. And a vicious hit. Adam John colliding with Kevin Aliman. And Elton Garcia is going to come over quickly and get between John. And now Aliman has a few things to say. And Deckel Kanan's going to get in the mix.
I think it was, what's wrong with you? And of course, there's going to be a discussion.
Adam John will forever be remembered. The Republic is scoring the first goal in franchise history. That was a Hughes. I'm surprised Aliman didn't have the wind taken out of him. McCrary perfectly weighted to Bonomo. Aliman, good piece of skill himself. Turnover. Fernandez. Bit too sharp of an angle. So you have Cameron Iwasa at 5 goals for this club, and you've got a couple others with 1. In your eyes, what has been the issue for the Republic in not scoring, make the goals that this team has the potential to do, especially with the type of players they have, not only in the midfield but up top?
Another great question.
Is the lack of creativity? I mean, we've had Villarreal work his way back. You've seen Sarri. Okay, the defense seems short. They've had possession for most of these matches.
Yeah, I think this kind of goes back to what we've seen with this club for the last, 18 to 24 months, in that, they do a great job possessing the ball, getting up in that final third, and all of a sudden there's stagnation, and guys can't really have that killer instinct or have that quality, the best first touch or the best first pass or the sharp enough thinking. Good chance here for Cam to go.
Warner. It seems there's a lot of work that happens 2/3 of the field, and it almost sometimes falls apart.
Yeah, and I think also it's just because these guys are it gets to a certain point where that's where you start to realize,
Asante goes down in the box, and Ray Sarri able to escape and then win the ball after all of that.
But that's like that final third, that final pass, the cross, the touch, whatever it is in that goal scoring sort of scenario or setting. That's where people make their money. And I think that these guys, they're just on the cusp of figuring all that stuff out and getting to the point where they're making the right run and the right decisions being made. But I still think there should be, in my opinion, goals from more areas than just a Cam Iwasa or your striker. You need to have a player maybe that comes in and can play withheld underneath or outside on the width and come in. And we do with Bijev. That's your guy that should be scoring some goals, and we scored some goals last year. But
he's out with a hamstring injury. But
yeah, for me, it's just give it time. I'm not hitting the panic button by any stretch of the imagination right now. Very bad giveaway.
Fleming's able to recover. McCrary will be whistled for the foul. Madou Dia not taking kindly to Aliman. Ellen Garcia didn't like it either. It's the second yellow card against the Republic.
I don't know if that's a foul by Jordan McCreary. It's a bad first touch, definitely, but still think he did a good enough job. See, it looks like just poor giveaway right here. Good step. I don't think this is a foul right there, though.
I think you got the ball first. Maybe it's just the undercut motion. I'll tell you what. Sets up this for Phoenix in the 82nd minute. Aguinaga and Fernandez looking to take it. It will likely be Aguinaga, and it is. Back post, Cohen. makes a lot of those look easy.
Yeah, those aren't. I mean, those aren't as easy as one would think. You're running through a lot of traffic. You got some wind. You got some big bodies coming up.
Sacramento 3-2-1 on the year. They are 2-0-1 here at Papa Murphy's Park. 10 points as of currently in 5th place in the Western Conference, but still way too early as we are in April. Bonomo. Not sure what the idea was there. Cuts down, good challenge, back up, Bonomo and Iwasa. Iwasa, good piece of footwork here. Gonna need Bonomo to peel back, stays on side and does. To McCrary, good job possessing the ball, Cameron Iwasa. McCrary with a beautiful move, a step. Junior Flemings has come all the way back. Flemings along this left side, Aliman. Changes direction, back heel from Adam John, and it's the Republic again. Look to build. Neither side has been able to break through after 80+ minutes. Bonomo has a bit of space, is going to give it a ride, and it hits the back of Austin Ledbetter.
A little bit too predictable, really, Rob. At this point in the game, I don't mind Bonomo having that strike either.
Each team still with a substitution. Will we see a late move by Chance or Elliott? Seems that Phoenix a little bit off as well. And a hard tackle from the backside. A.J. Cochran breaking up the play, and now Phoenix looks to make something of it. Back heel. Iwasa turning. Look at Aliman go. Iwasa is taken down by Kevon Lambert. No whistle, and it's foul against Kevin Aliman on the other end.
I think Garcia is having a bit of a moment here the last 10 or 15 minutes.
What kind of moment is that?
A bad one.
Substitution for Phoenix. So James Musa, the 28-year-old, 26 appearances with Phoenix a year ago, but missed the playoffs because of an injury. USL fans will remember him with Swope Park. 2017, a solid member of that team. That's the third and final substitution for Phoenix. And Musa more of a defensive-minded player, but more of a like-for-like substitution, replacing Fernandez.
It's 5 minutes to go here. This is where you really gotta check yourself. Make sure you finish this game strong.
A misplay from Asante, too heavy for Aguinaga, and going to play it back toward goal. The temperatures continue to fall. It's been a cool evening after a beautiful weekend. Long cross, sending for Flemings. Here's for Asante to his left foot. He is a dangerous player. There is no doubt about that.
It's well
Nearly
defended.
made the Republic pay.
Well defended. Declan Koenig comes out and makes himself big. He's able to kind of stand him up a little bit. Asante at least forces him to have that shot with his weaker foot and kind of covers just enough of the goal to make Asante slash at it.
Get updates and alerts all year long by following your club. ESPN.com, search Republic or Rising, and then click follow and keep up with the latest news and scores. Go to ESPN.com and click follow your club. Aguinaga. Little step from McCrary. Aguinaga is taken down hard from the back. A good tackle from Jaime Villarreal. Gomez will circle back. John putting pressure on Tainter. Tainter doesn't have much room. Somehow finds Iwasa. Iwasa bumped off by Musa. Watson moving forward. Pause for a moment. Allow everybody to catch up. Now it's in space. It's going to be Jaime Villarreal to give it a ride. Felt confident after 2 weeks ago. Scored his first goal since coming back from an injury.
And doesn't miss by much. Not sure if that's the best decision, but still, at this point in the game, why not?
Asante. Putting it back toward middle. Being pressured by Ray Sari, who's won a couple of those tonight. Going to keep it down low for Aliman in stride, being held by Dia from the back. Just couldn't keep it in front.
It's another wonderful ball by Ray Sari, right into stride for Kevin Aliman. Kevin just support second touch probably.
And now Aliman fully healthy, even showing better pace. Villarreal, good at his feet. Being broken up, A.J. Cochran.
Yes, decisions. You know, that's what one of the...
And a good step by Ray Sari. And going to be a painful Sunday afternoon for Junior Flemings after that tumble.
Sacramento's got to have better decisions going forward. You have Jaime Villarreal, I think a pretty clever player on the ball, driving at that back four. As soon as you start to second or third guess yourself, you're done. You got to make your mind up and you got to do it. And do it with conviction, whether it's the right thing or the wrong. There's this tackle right here. Just a little bit late.
Aguinaga rising, still fighting here. No score, nearly 90 minutes gone by. Devon Lambert. Here's Musa, quick touch. And Mitchell Tainer. Winds continuing to howl from south to north. 5 minutes of stoppage time.
Fourth official has indicated a minimum of 5 minutes.
Rayleigh Something Extra Rewards program. Earn points every time you shop. Sign up today at Rayleighs.com. Sacramento has a chance to move forward.
Go to the ball,
Another
Cam.
good step
Go
by
to the ball.
Ledbetter. Switching the field, Bonnie Flemings. Tries a big swing, and it's again Ray Sari to get in the mix and break things up. A lot of time added here. After a couple of stoppages as Mala went down with some cramping and may have added what we to be 5 minutes here.
Well, the big reason why there's a 5 minute,
I know you're saying.
the referee wants to have a conversation with everybody.
Maybe he hasn't talked to everybody tonight. Cocktail party's not quite over. Maybe we can have him on for the postgame show. And the best coming from
He'll be chatty, that's for sure. He'll have an opinion, some hot takes. you know, the best referees are the ones you don't recognize, right?
Yeah, you're right.
We've recognized
Elton Garcia too
Elton
much tonight?
Garcia quite a bit tonight.
I'll say this.
That's my hot take. That's my hot take.
He's been consistent on both sides, so I'll at least provide that. McCrary. Iwasa. Devon Lambert with a step, nearly taking down Iwasa, and somehow finding Gomez on the other side of the pitch. And there it is. It's that final third that just is not connecting for Sacramento tonight after so much work throughout the midfield. Junior Flemings cutting back in. He's working maybe too many touches, and Ray Sari takes him out, a foul. And we will have the final substitution for Sacramento. And working his way back from injury, Hayden Partain. They liked what he did in the first couple of weeks of the season. And then went down, and now he's being asked to see if he can help create something here. In stoppage time against Phoenix, Hayden Partain replacing Jaime Villarreal.
This is a pretty dangerous little spot on the field too here, Rob, I think. You get all that wind at your back. This is one of those, you know, if I'm Phoenix, Asante or Musa, I think's over this. It's just put your laces through the back of the ball. Use the wind to your advantage, put something on target.
No score here. On a minute 30 so left. It'll be Asante. Back to get it is Musa. Into the 18, and it's cleared away. Athletic move from Shannon Gomez. Sacramento has a chance to break. Sam Warner couldn't cut it in fast enough.
Just got to keep the ball, Sacramento does. The last 5 or 10 minutes, it's been all Phoenix.
Musa playing into the attack, Dumbaya.
Kill it. Kill the game now. Kill the game if you're smart. Kill the game. Take your point and get out of here.
Ball just hanging up in the wind.
There's a good example right there. Like, gotta go to the ball.
Lambert for Phoenix. Cross comes in. Pops up on John. Iwasa, Dia. Kaliman. Bonomo taken down from behind. And Garcia. And it's going to call the game. So no goals from either side as the Republic and Phoenix fighting to break through on this one. And on a windy night in Sacramento, it is each side that will go home with a point. And Josh Cohen, again, with a couple of big saves to earn the draw tonight. And the Republic remain unbeaten at home as they go to 2-0-2 on the year here at Papa Murphy's Park. We'll have your highlights and stats and much more. Final thoughts coming from Kevin Goldthwait as well. That's right after the break. Don't go anywhere.
Join us on May 8th at Chando's Cantina for our official watch party as Republic FC takes on Fresno FC at 7:30 p.m. Watch party kicks off at 5:30 p.m. and will feature giveaways, food and beverage specials, and club trivia. To learn more, visit sacrepublicfc.com.
Thanks, Jamie. I am down here with our Pop Murphy's man of the match. Your goalkeeper number 1, Josh Cohen. Give it up for him, ladies and gentlemen. Josh, I know a 0-0 game, a defensive game, obviously that's where your game comes into place a lot. Talk to me about that save in the first half. We had a ball come in from outside the box. Somehow you dove to get a glove on it and send it over the crossbar.
Welcome back. Full time here. We'll end in a draw. Sacramento and Phoenix. Let's get to your final highlights brought to you by NorCal Honda. And this one went back and forth between both sides. Early on, each team with a couple of chances. And Phoenix was on the move early as Samuel Asante, but how about this? Josh Cohen, another spectacular save.
Yeah, another good save by Josh Cohen. A good ball whipped in. And Josh Cohen just the right place at the right time that keeps his team in this game. And one of the better chances here for Sacramento, I think, with Bonomo. Definitely going to probably be thinking about that when he's putting his head on his pillow tonight, wanting it back. It's a great ball by Ray Sari. I thought Ray Sari played really well tonight, by the way. I think he's defensively and distributed really well throughout the night.
And Flemings would give a good look at it as well. And again, Josh Cohen, that right mid.
That's just world
Keep
class.
That protected.
That might have had a little deflection to get that dip, that top spin on the ball, but world class save nonetheless.
Again, it was Phoenix who put a lot of pressure on, and Samuel Asante, you can see why he is such a dangerous player.
Yeah, it was a very good strike. I love how quickly he decided to do so.
Another quick touch. Aliman just could not get it around Cochran. It may have slowed it up just a bit.
Probably the best chance in the second half for Sacramento, in my opinion.
So Zach Lubin and the rest of us just able to get the save here this evening. And so a big draw coming from both sides. And let's take a look at our stats as neither side was able to break free. But man, that last one there by Sacramento, a heartbreaker. They were not able to get one through. Each side pretty even though. If you looked overall, Phoenix probably had some more quality chances.
Maybe one or two better chances than Sac, but Sac still had a couple, full chances in there that I think, like the Bonomo chance, and there's a few other ones that we could have done better on.
Yeah, well, let's take a look at your final stats brought to you by SMUD, and pretty even as we've shown. And so let's take a look at our man of the match, Papa Murphy's man of the match, of course, and I think we're gonna give it to Josh Cohen, although you make a case for Ray Sari as well here this time.
Yeah, Josh Cohen though definitely made some quality, better, more than quality saves. He did a great job tonight, kept the team involved, kept them in the game really. Once again, great job by Josh Cohen.
And let's take a look at our power image of the match, and heartbreaker, as you can just see the joy coming from Tyler Blackwood, who thought he had his first goal of the year, and the flag is up.
The moment before disappointment hits.
It's absolutely gut-wrenching.
Great photo, though.
Great photo. So that's going to be it from Papa Murphy Park. Actually, one minute. Let's get our upcoming schedule. Brought to you by Western Health Advantage. Couple on the road. Watch party on that Wednesday match against Fresno, and then back here against Reno. And then that same day, or that same week, I should say, about a couple days later, Reno will be here for the U.S. Open Cup as well. So a couple of good matches coming up. A lot of winnable games for Sacramento, maybe more importantly. Thank you for joining us here tonight. A scoreless draw between Phoenix and Sacramento. The win picked up. Each side had quality chances. Neither could break through. Solid goaltending by Lubin and Cohen here on this spring evening. For Kevin Goldthwait, I'm Rob McAllister. Thanks for joining us tonight. We'll see you in a couple weeks.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League Championship cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League Championship.